By the time I was 30, I had been divorced twice. And that's not a situation I ever wanted to find myself in. Nobody gets married thinking, I can't wait for this thing to end. I had a lot of growing up to do. I made a lot of mistakes in those marriages, and they ended. And so I own up to the part that I held in that. I don't blame anybody for my part in it. But I was already a believer, and I was already a Christian, and I couldn't understand for a long time why God wouldn't answer that prayer, yes. Why God, when I cried out, save this marriage, for whatever reason, the marriages weren't saved. I started coming to Foundation Church about 6 or 7 years ago. My ex-wife was bringing my son. At the time, I was just going to church for his benefit. I was kind of disconnected with church and disillusioned with Christianity, and my own walk with Christ had slipped. And so I thought, what does it matter? I'm not going to get anything out of it anyway, but I want my son to have a foundation. I'll take him. And for years, that's how I went. I went every other weekend to Foundations Church, unless we were traveling, so that my son could go. And I had a lot of guilt and shame at this point in my life. Over time, by listening and trying to practice what Pastor Justin was talking about, at any given time, the barriers begin to come down, the shell begin to crack, whatever analogy you want to use for that. And so I figured out over a course of time, I actually have something to offer. And I ended up doing the games for Vacation Bible School and got really connected with people from doing the games at Vacation Bible School and got to know everybody and figured out this isn't a place that casts judgment on me for being twice divorced. This isn't a place that's going through the baggage I'm bringing in. And this is a place where other people are bringing in baggage too, and nobody's going through our baggage and saying, yeah, you want to come to church here, but you can't tithe right now, or you've been divorced, or you've made this mistake, or you've made that mistake. It was simply a place where it really felt like, to me, what the idea of church ought to feel like. So I had an idea a while ago that we should have a community group for men that are single dads, or separated, or divorced. What I discovered about being divorced is there was never another time in my life that I felt more low. I allowed my identity to be connected to what that other person thought about me and to making that marriage work. I made a ton of mistakes along the way, so it ended. And when it was done, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to do life. I didn't know who to reach out to. I didn't know where to go. And so I'm better when I'm in community with other people. And so I really feel this draw to just reach out and be available and have community with men that are going through the same thing.